Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Alicia. Today we're going to be making the Irish Mosh punch or smoothie. Um, we call it punch in Jamaica. It's called punch. It's a punch. And this is how we do it. I'm going to be doing it a little bit different from how the Jamaicans do it because now after I've been educated nutritionally, I realized that when you boil a lot of these herbs and this is actually a sea vegetable, you lose the water soluble vitamins, which are the B vitamins and like the vitamin C and all that. So today I'm choosing not to boil my Irish moss. I made it into a gel in a previous video. So this is what we're going to be using, but we're not boiling it. Okay, raw is how we're using it. What we're going to be boiling just to dissolve them is an ingredient that we put in our Irish Mosh punch. It's called isinglass. Isinglass is comes from a fish. It comes from the fish. This is not, so anybody that tells you oh, they're using isinglass and it's a vegan, this cannot be vegan because this is from a fish. This is like the intestine of the fish that is dried, and it's used as a clarifier in a lot of like malted or beers, wine and beer. It's used as a clarifier. It's a protein, and what it does, when you put it in beer during beer making or wine making, is that it clarifies and clears the beer and wine, and whatever extra sugars and protein that's floating around that's clogging or clouding the mixture. This binds, the isinglass binds it and pulls it to the bottom of the container, so you're able to strain a nice clear beer off without it being cloudy, beer or wine. So this is usually used in our Irish Moss punch. So I'm gonna go in with just 1 pack of the isinglass, and this is gonna be all boiled up and added to the Irish Moss. Another key ingredient that we use in our Irish Moss punch is the gum arabic. Gum arabic is a sap. It comes from a tree, and it's like it oozes out of the bark of the tree, and then they break it off. So this is the gum arabic going in, 1 small pack as well. I'm not making a big portion of Irish Moss punch. I'm making a small portion. So 1 pack of the gum arabic going in. Then next key ingredient in our Irish Moss punch is the linseed, or what it's known. So we're going to be adding, I don't know, about a 1/4 cup of linseed or flaxseed. And what we're going to do now is we're going to boil this with just water. We're going to put it on the stove, and we're going to boil it for about half an hour to about 45 minutes until the isinglass dissolves and the gum arabic dissolves. The only thing that's not going to dissolve in this mixture is the flax seeds. These flax seeds are just going to release a gel, a flaxseed gel. So I'm going to put this on the stove, and I'm just going to proceed to have this boil for on high. Watch it, because you don't want it to boil over and make a mess. So I'm gonna boil it uncovered until it starts bubbling, and I'm going to turn it down and put a lid halfway on it not fully covered but halfway so it can breathe, because you don't want this boiling over. It is a mess to clean up because the flaxseed is gonna start breaking apart and releasing this nice flaxseed gel that's going to be a part of this mixture. All right, so when I come back in 45 minutes after this is boiled, we're gonna have it cool down and we're gonna strain it, and then we're gonna the process which is called sweetening, which this is when you add your to your Irish mosh, you add your flavoring like your nutmeg and your vanilla and your cinnamon and whatever milk. We usually put milk today. I'm going to use almond milk in it. Whatever you're going to be seasoning it and tasting it to your own flavor and your own palate. All right, so when we come back. Okay, so the mixture was boiled for 45 minutes, and it's been sitting overnight, so it forms that nice flaxseed gel. Remember, this is the flaxseed, the gum arabic, and the isinglass that we boiled, and we're going to be sweetening this to make the sea moss punch. All right, I didn't strain it. All I did was just take break the gel off the top, because as you see, the flaxseed is all sitting on the bottom of the pot. All right, so there it is, the flaxseed gel. We already have the sea moss gel, and then we're gonna blend everything, combine everything together to make a punch. The ingredients in this punch is going to be the main ingredient, along with the sea moss gel, the flaxseed gel. It's going to be almond milk. I'm going in with vanilla, just a taste of white rum for flavor, not to make you drunk. I'm going in with nutmeg, grated nutmeg, and to sweeten is sweetened condensed milk. When I come back, I'm going to show you how I put everything together, blend it in the blender, sweeten it, and come up with our ever so nutritious and delicious sea moss punch. Okay, so we're ready to blend this Irish moss punch. I already have like a cup of Irish moss gel. Remember how I blend the Irish moss, no heat, and I made the gel. So I have a half a cup left in the blender. I'm going to add to the half a cup, I'm going to add, this is a 2-cup measuring cup. I'm going to add 2 cups of the flaxseed gel, or linseed, as it's called in Jamaica, linseed gel. If you do have a couple of those linseed loose, that's fine. You can add it in. Just adds extra fiber. So 2 cups to the 1 cup of aloe vera gel, you're going to add the linseed gel. I'm going to go ahead and add, this is the nutmeg or allspice that I grated, and this is probably about a teaspoon that's going into the blender. Going into the blender also, I'm going to be adding a teaspoon of cinnamon powder, teaspoon of cinnamon, teaspoon of nutmeg, vanilla. This is pure vanilla extract from Mexico, Mexican vanilla extract. I'm going to be adding a couple of teaspoons. Let's do 3, more than a couple. A few teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. then the next ingredient is going to be the almond milk. We're going in with 4 cups of almond milk. Okay. A half a can of the sweetened condensed milk. Going right into the blender. A half can. Or you're going to sweeten it to your taste, but some people like more sweet than others. I'm only going to use a half a can. And then our secret ingredient, you know, every recipe that I have a secret ingredient. It's going to be Ray and Nephew Jamaican white rum. And it's only going to be added for flavor and a little bit of taste. And what it does also, it cuts the that ocean raw smell from the Irish moss. Because remember, it's also raw. We didn't cook it, so it still have the ocean essence to it. So what the white rum does, it cuts that raw ocean smell and gives it like a really, really nice flavor. Okay, so with this, we're going over to the blender. We're going to blend everything, and then I'll come back and I'll show you the final results of our punch. So we're back with the blended punch straight from the blender. I'm going to show you the consistency. What I want to do first though is just give it a taste to see if, let me just grab a spoon so I can taste it. I want to give it a taste to see if you need to add a little bit more sweetened condensed milk. It needs nothing. It's perfect the way it is. You have that little flavor of the rum coming up. It has enough condensed milk. It has that balance of the nutmeg and the vanilla and the cinnamon. So this is usually put in the refrigerator and chilled to perfection. But for the presentation, I'm going to be putting ice in the cup, but it's not usually drink with ice. This is Irish Mosh Punch, and it's usually chilled when it's drink, not over ice. But I'm going to pour it, because right now it is at room temperature, and it's best consumed cold. So this is our Irish Moss Punch, loaded with vitamins and minerals. From the Irish moss is a algae. It's an algae from the sea, or some people call it sea vegetable, and it's good for you. It has 92 different vitamins and minerals. So this is, you drink this each day, or you put a little bit of the Irish moss gel in any of your smoothies or drink. You can use it in sauce. It's a thickener. There it is. Good for you, good for your body, busting with vitamins and minerals. I hope you like my recipes. Please share. And until next time, it's your girl Alicia. Enjoy my put it back punch, my front end lifter, whatever all the names that this punch is called in Jamaica. Enjoy. Thank you.